In this video, I want to showcase to you a mistake which most people make when it comes to boosting their frequency, right? Boosting their energy. And what I have here right now is the chart of consciousness, right? It's by Dr. David R. Hawkins. And what it basically ensues is the energy of our emotions, right? So as you can see, like sorrow, shame, fear, anger, confidence, peace, it goes in like a ascending order. So the low frequencies have the least amount of like energy. Like you can physically see a person who's sad, they're not going to be moving a lot. They're going to be like kind of rested, relaxed, but they're going to be still in this sad state. But as you go higher, you can see the states of anger. People are much more reactive when they're angry, right? Even in confidence, you can see people, they have open body language, which they kind of showcase to the world, right? When it comes to peace, you don't really see peaceful people moving quite a lot, do you? It's like when you go in the lower states and when you go to the higher states, there's less of a reactivity to the world. But when you're in like the middle, like these states, these spirals can cause you to have like a more higher reactive like state of energy, right? And that being put aside, what I basically want to show you is that most people online, like online gurus that talk about this stuff, what they mistake is that they brainwash you into thinking that positive thinking is everything, right? Everywhere you go, you see content about think positively, guys. When you wake up, why don't you write something about gratitude, right? Everyone wants you to be jumping from where you are to like a higher state of level, right? So let's say you were in like shame. When you wake up, you're in shame, or when you wake up, you're in sorrow. The first thing you do, right, is you check your phone and you don't even get out of bed. You don't even see if you can walk today, but you just check your phone for notifications for some reason, right? And that's because you've been conditioned like that because of the habits you had in the past. And this is one of the key mistakes which people make when it comes to shifting their identity, is that they don't take it from level to level. They don't take it from sequence to sequence. All they do is they want to go from sorrow to confidence. They want to go from shame to confidence without really considering that there are levels between that they need to experience first in order to really experience confidence and peace as a whole, right? But with that being said, if you're watching this video for this long, my name is Tio. I've been studying human psychology and human behaviors for the past 5 years, and I'm really starting to learn these things and I'm starting to implement them, and I'm sharing them with you so that you can learn these principles and you can live your own life with them, right? So with that being said, what most people tell you is to jump from sorrow, shame to confidence directly. But there needs to be some other elements that you're missing when you are getting to those higher states, right? Because what used to happen with me is that when I used to watch these videos online of people telling me if I'm in like a bad mood, right? Let's say I'm kind of feeling depressed or I'm feeling anxious. If I used to watch videos of, oh, just think positively, oh, just shift your mindset and think positively. When I used to watch those videos, I actually wanted to punch those people in the face. Now, I'm not going to name anyone, but you know what I mean, right? When you're in a negative state, you don't really want to listen to that advice. You're like, bro, be happy, be happy. Just shut up, bro. Do you know what I mean? You get that sort of instinct within you. Like, just shut up, bro. I don't want to be happy anymore. Like, bro, shut up. Yeah? You get that sort of thinking when it comes to listening to people that put on this fake positive front in front of you, and it's not really something authentic. It's just a fake smile that they put on. They push on this toxic positivity, but it's not really positive at the end. You know what I mean? Just to let you know, I've made a full video on this whole topic, and it's called Emotions dash in-depth guide, so I'm just gonna link that in the description so you can check it out after this video. What I used to do, right, I used to watch these videos when I used to like feel anxious and depressed, or I used to feel angry of how to be in a positive mood. I used to ignore how I feel and I wanted to feel better, right? But what used to happen is, let's say I'm angry or I'm sad right now and I implemented the technique which would tell me about being happy. I'm gonna be like that for about 5 minutes, and after that I'm gonna return back to the state I was before. And that is because I'm following a technique which is like a quick fix. It's like a band-aid. It's just putting like a cover on the wound, but the wound is not really healing. Do you know what I mean? And so I just want to show you something right here, right? What most people want to do is, let's say they're here, right? They're residing over here. They think, I want to move up, right? I want to move up. So they think that I want to move up. They go here. That was me when I was watching videos on toxic positivity. I wanted to move up and be more peaceful, be more confident. But I was actually not really being that. I wasn't really embodying that, but I was just following it because I seen other people on YouTube or on TikTok, they saying, telling me to be more positive. So I just need to be more positive, I guess, right? Wrong. And the reason is because I'm not really embodying something which is more permanent. I'm not really embodying that state. And I'm not really going through the sequences that I need to experience the higher level of consciousness, right? Because what I'm doing is I'm basically ignoring everything in the middle, and I'm just kind of jumping to the higher level without really experiencing the totality of what's beneath them. And so what you need to realize from this is that each level is calibrated in a logarithmic scale. So each level, when you go from shame to sadness, it goes up by quite a lot. It may seem like a small change, but it's actually shifted quite a lot. Now I'm going to show you how to progress sequence by sequence, and it's going to really help you understand the level of consciousnness, the chart itself, right? So in a simplified version, this is how it goes, right? It goes from apathy to grief. Bro, that stupid truck. It goes, sorry. It goes from apathy to grief, to fear, to anger, to courage, to purpose, to love, right? It goes from sequence to sequence. So if you try to cheat your way from grief to courage, you're not going to be able to stay there for too long, because what you're doing is you're cheating your way up, right? Without really experiencing what's above that, right? You're not really experiencing the fear and the anger. So let's say a person is in apathy, and apathy is basically in a state of like giving up, and like, yo, what's the point of everything? And like they're just in this state of giving up in a way. You're not really gonna motivate them and make them like angry, like, yo, what are you doing, bro? Get up, yeah? We need to get up. We need to do something. You're not gonna, that person in apathy, they're not gonna be able to listen to you. They're gonna be like, yo, why is this guy even shouting at me right now, right? So what you do to that person in apathy is that you tell them, bro, like you're actually like a victim of your scenario. Like you need to feel bad for yourself. Why are you feeling that way, right? And they jump to grief. When you tell them that, they jump to grief, because then they are moving from sequence to sequence. Now the person who's in grief can easily go into fear, right? And the person who's in fear, if you tell them, yo, you should be angry at a scenario, what are you doing, right? These people are against you. You need to prove them wrong. When you tell them that, they move into anger, right? And when you move into anger, you move into courage, right? It's basically taking these small steps and going from level to level rather than just jumping from here to there, because this shit will never work. And if it works, it will be like a temporary shift. But what we're doing on this channel right now, we're not really interested in these temporary changes. We want something more permanent, more fruitful, which will last. We want something that will last for a long time, even the rest of our life, right? So in order to make these long-term changes, you don't need to focus on the short-term tactics which people tell you. Sure, they might make you feel good for the moment, but when you jump from here to there, just know that it's going to be a downward spiral back to where you were, because it was a temporary change, right? However, you need to go from here to here, to here, to here. When you take these small baby steps, although it may seem like your ego might get hurt, you're like, bro, baby steps? I'm not a baby. You still need to take these little steps to get to where you want to go, because success is not built, because in whatever you're chasing, your success is not built by the long jumps that you make, right? It's built by the shorter stacks, because you're basically stacking the chips, right? One by one, until you have like a whole stack. And so if you're a person who's stuck in the same patterns of life, right? Let's say you wake up, tomorrow I'm gonna do something great. So tomorrow I'm gonna do something great. And you tell yourself, I'm gonna go on a run, I'm gonna eat a nice breakfast, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. But you wake up and instead you check your phone, and you're still stuck in these behaviors of self-sabotage, and you're not really able to break from them. What you can do right now, right, is to book a free call with me, and we're gonna talk about your problem there, and I'm gonna help you get out of the cycle you're in right now, right? So with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.